that maybe there has to be suffering in the world? Is it possible that maybe it's just like without suffering there wouldn't be any bliss or something? Is it
Well,
possible that horrible things have to happen to
yeah, but
experience great things?
what about your Ryan, what about your example of like, when your car broke down and you started to push it, like people are people will come out of the woodwork to help you push your car.
Hmm.
I don't think they're thinking masculine or feminine or conservative or liberal. I think that's a very human experience. They see another human being who needs help, and unless you're an absolute fucking douchebag, you're gonna want to help that person, you know?
Sure.
And and,
But
and
maybe if I had a bunch of MAGA stickers on my car or a bunch of
well,
swastikas, maybe I wouldn't get so much help.
yeah,
So maybe there is
but
a
then
little
you'd
bit
be
of,
virtue signaling, and I would say that would be a very liberal thing to do.
right?
Because most people who are conservative don't really, most people who are truly conservative don't give a shit about virtue signaling because
Sure.
I don't, I as a conservative, I don't fucking care. The only sticker I have on my car, I think, is a Pennywise sticker from Southern California punk band. But and I only have that on there because I like the band. I don't give a fuck whether anybody else likes it or not or
You're
not. But so I don't know. I think maybe I most of us humans are modulating between all of these things at any
right.
time, and that's just what being human is. I mean, sometimes I think anybody that's in a relationship with another person, male or female, knows it's all give and take. I mean, sometimes my wife is the dominant person. I mean, today, you know she was very dominant today. She had some things she needed to get done, and she needed heard, and she needed attention on. So she was very dominant today. But tomorrow she'll probably be very much non-dominant, and I might be the dominant one. It's a give and take. It's a balance, and that's why we have a healthy relationship. Is because neither one of us is really in charge. We're sharing this human experience together, and I think that's what all healthy relationships do. That's what healthy friendships do. It's like, all of us have good friends, and our good friends will tell us, you know, I I love when my friends say, John, you're being a bit of an asshole. And
You
stop.
need that, right?
You
You need
need
people to put you in check.
it's I'm thankful for that
Yeah.
because yeah, I'm thankful for that because one, how good of a friend is it that'll tell you that you're being an asshole? You want friends like that, and I think kids want parents like that, and partners want spouses like that, and boyfriends want girlfriends like that, girlfriends want boyfriends like that. You need that balance and that honesty where the other it's just a give and take, and we just are
Yeah.
the society we live in right now. We are marinating in a lot of narcissism, and narcissism is just all self. It's just
It's
me,
all
me,
ego.
me, 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 me,
Yeah,
me.
it's all
And
ego.
and you can't nothing gets done effectively or constructively when it's done in an egotistical way. It just never works that way.
I
On
Yeah.
like
a
that
lower level,
application
it's
to
like
like
having
a
the friend that tells you got the piece of spinach in your teeth or the booger in your nose. Like you
Yeah.
need someone to be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
dude, like fix that real quick," you
And
know?
you're always thankful about it. You might be embarrassed, but you're thankful somebody told you.
Yeah. At
Yeah,
least
instead of
somebody had the
just
balls
walking
to
around.
tell you.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Yeah.
that application in a relationship's perfect because a lot of people say, "Oh, my wife was on my back to do all these chores," but by the time you go out and you cut back the branches on the tree, or mow the lawn, or build her something that she needed built, in that time, you think that she might be on your back and she's being domineering, but she brings you out a coffee. She'll bring you out lunch. At the end of it, you go, geez, that actually looks really good. I did need to do that.
Yeah.
And that's that give and take that you have in relationships, and you don't even realize while it's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So true.
that's the human experience. That is the beauty of relationships, is that give and take.
Yeah.
And again, good healthy relationships breathe like that. And it's not a dominance struggle. It's just a, I know, I love my wife. We have an amazing relationship, and I know when to breathe, and I know when to clench my fist. There's times for both, and some when and don't think that I mean I'm hitting my wife.
As a good boy, someone's gonna take that the wrong
no,
way.
No. My wife is a tough woman.
You know what we're clipping for the next show.
Like, she might start giving me the business. I'm like, all right, here we go. Here we go.
Catch a check hook.
Yeah,
dude. It's it's funny, man. It's just, when we bring these things up and it sounds so easy, like talking about it, and to people that don't think like we do, they might think that we're just bitching about society or just bitching about the way things are. But I always just wonder if, like, what could be better than what we're doing right now? I feel like maybe, like I said, maybe some bad things have to happen. Maybe some suffering has to happen in order for us to feel like this. I don't know. Because I feel like my life's great, but I've also experienced hard times, right? Not to the extent of some other people. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say that I've had the hardest life, because it's been far from hard, but relatively, I've had some hard times, right? So
everybody struggles, right, Rye?
that's what it seems like you have to. Like, the people that never struggle, they're these people that are just on like Ritalin or Adderall, just constantly just kind of floating through life, and they're just like, yeah, everything's whatever, and they don't really feel true human emotions, man. Like, I feel like you have to get upset, and you have to, like, you have to see some horrible things and whatever to appreciate the great things.
I think that's the essence of creativity. I mean, if everybody was just neutral and comfortable or stagnant or whatever, there wouldn't be any creativity. It's that, you might be driving home and you get a flat tire, or your car craps out and you have to walk 3 miles home in the rain. Well, you're going to have some creative thoughts during that time, and you might have a flash of genius during that time, what you would not have had if you just comfortably drove home without any struggle. It's like out of struggle, out of inconvenience, out of pain. That's creativity. That's where, I mean, I think the essence of creativity is not being stagnant.
Well, we just came full circle with that, right? We started out with that, with the whole idea of being creative, right? And everybody needs a creative outlet in some sort. And man, it's more true than ever today. So
yeah, dude.
I don't know.
Creativity comes from the worst shit and the best shit. It doesn't really come from the middle, that middle ground, right?
Well, there's no inspiration in middle.
Correct.
Yeah. That's like, you can be on an island, chilling, not Epstein Island, but like a good experience, a good island, sipping some margaritas or whatever the people drink on islands. I don't know. I've never been to an island, but like, you could be on a yacht, you could be doing some crazy shit, and you can get some inspiration from that. Or you could be, like you said, walking home in the rain when you weren't expecting to, and all these things. And like the inspiration comes from those spots. It's pretty interesting.
There's no external motivation to change or adapt anything when you're content in the middle.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
I don't know that any good songs have ever been written on a cruise ship.
No.
As you're dipping your vanilla wafer into the chocolate fountain, I don't think that's really when you're getting inspiration.
No, there's not much inspiration there. But well, guys, I hate to do it because we could go on for another